I want to share with you about Arcturian beings. So I myself am heavily Arcturian. I've had my galactic chart cast, thrown. I've had my galactic chart done just as you would your birth chart here on Earth, and my chart has a whole lot in it, but Arcturian is extremely prominent. I know that I have been given true and accurate information about the Arcturians, and I feel that a big part of my purpose here on Earth right now is to discern all the bits and pieces that have been shared and thrown around here and find the actual truth, and then help share that to clear distortion and just bring actual knowledge here on this earth plane for us. So, Arcturians. Arcturians are one of many star nations that have a blue skin tone. Now, what I have noticed with every star nation I've encountered so far that have blue skin tones, they're all different shades and hues and vibrancies of blue. And it makes them all seem quite different. I've been told by my Arcturian guide, who is also Archangel Azrael. I highly encourage you to check in with Azrael, and I'm going to make a whole separate video on him. But Arcturians and many of these systems, their skin color is dictated by their environment in which they live. And so the atmosphere of where Arcturians live requires a skin tone that is a dusky blue. It is not what I would say vibrant. It's a dusky blue to almost violet and slightly transparent. It's really an absolutely beautiful color. Arcturian facial features are much like Bat Boy in The Inquirer from the 90s, although not as severe or dramatic. They have much larger eyes. Their ears, my ears are actually very Arcturian. Only Arcturian ears would be on a much larger scale because they have to live in caves for the environment that they reside in. And sound frequency is very, very big for them. Echo, I mean, it's so cool. But so it's a very not nearly as dramatic, but similar in the features. Arcturians are a more solitary species, and it's not to say that they don't have deep, meaningful relationships, because the relationships that you have as an Arcturian are deeper than anything that we could comprehend here in the density of Earth at this time. Their relationships are much deeper and much purer than what we can perceive to experience here in this density that we're experiencing right now. And I think one of the most important things that I feel so compelled to share is that if you identify as a neurodivergent individual, chances are you've probably got a lot of Arcturian in your chart. And this is because the Arcturians are the architects. Arcturians are the architects. And specifically here on Earth, Arcturians are incarnating here to be the architects of the new Earth. There's nothing, I cannot stress this enough. Neurodivergent individuals are meant to be neurodivergent. You were created to be this way. We were created to be this way because we are the architects of the new Earth. We perceive and take in information differently. We communicate differently. We have relationships differently. And different is not less than. Like, we know this. I equate being an Arcturian in this time much like the pig face episode in the Twilight Zone. And all of these doctors and nurses, they're all, surrounding the most beautiful woman and talking about how hideous she is, how can they fix her, and they've tried all this plastic surgery. No matter what they do, they cannot get this woman to not look stunningly gorgeous. And at the end, they turn around and you see that all of these individuals been trying to change her beautiful face have the most rotten pig faces. It's just to say that we're meant to be exactly as we are, because we're the architects of the new earth, okay? This is important as we move into this new timeline of discovering our galactic origins, why that is important for our Earth mission, and also just learning more about ourselves. And it's important to not spread misinformation. I've sat with this information and journeyed and asked questions and gone over this so much with my guides over the last 2 years. And I'm only now comfortable sharing this because now I know it in the fabric of my DNA. So we can just say this is an intro to Arcturians, a very brief intro. And I will leave it at that, but I hope you will check out the next video I'm going to do describing and helping you get to know Archangel Azrael a little better, because he is also Arcturian. So please take excellent care of yourself. I love you so much.